for the past 10 games, leading their position in field goal percentage. You look at Dunleavy, a great player, second in the league.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And, Greg, you can't post the kind of percentages they do unless you operate that way. I mean, you can't be undisciplined at the small forward spot if you hope to be an efficient shooter.
Now here's Moutier. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
And Dunleavy gets it to go in. The Nuggets trail by 11. Denver calls timeout. Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland, and he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
Screen by Fareed, and it's Harris off the drive. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
Talking about Dunleavy, boy, I tell you, he was playing at a high level already by his second season in the league. Practically every statistic across the board matches up since then, and that's over a decade later.
Denver with the ball after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Jokic. Chicago grabs the miss. Dunleavy's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The dish to Moore, and some nice ball movement here by Chicago. McDermott, no one around him, connects from three-point range. McDermott's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
And getting back to Dunleavy's consistency here in his later years, he's one of those guys who has really ramped up the nutrition. He's hitting the weight room. I could make the case that he was a tougher, better player last year, especially on defense, than at any other time in his career. Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Back to Moore. The kick outside to Butler. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Moutier. He has 7. Fareed setting the pick for Harris. Clock at 6. And the pass to Jokic. Good. And Harris gets the assist. He's got 7.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Out to the right wing. Dunleavy kicks to Mirotic. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets trail by 12. Here's Moutier. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Moutier's got 6 here in this quarter.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy. And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Sampson. He averages about 5 points a game. Fareed, and Mirotic sends it back. They retain possession. They get it back. Here's Fareed. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Nurkic checked in for Denver. Will Barton comes in for Jakar Sampson. Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. continued to improve, effective in the playoffs. Really a joy to watch in his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
And whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. And it ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award.
Barton, another shot. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Here's Moutier, and the shot is long.
For Mirotic, he was most valuable late in games, guys. From March on, he led the league in fourth quarter points per game.
McDermott can't get it to go.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Kicks to Nurkic to the left wing. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Barton. Chicago has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. No good from Moore. Toupon defended by Butler. Barton off target at the rim.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him.
All right, fans, let's get up. Let's get loud.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. The Bulls leading by 7. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Fareed and Nurkic in the middle. DJ Augustin out there with Will Barton. The Bulls shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Three-pointer, Butler, and the shot is good.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Screen by Nurkic. Puts it up, and Butler sends it back. In transition, here come the Bulls, and finished off by McDermott.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Augustin passes to Fareed. Here's Barton. Rebounded by McDermott. McDermott's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And Moore kicks to Dunleavy. Gibson the screen. And the Bulls, another 3.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you can see they've gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Augustin dishes to Fareed. That's good.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Dunleavy for 3. The offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. That's good. Dunleavy's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Dunleavy.
Fareed setting the pick for Augustin. He kicks to Fareed. Here's Jokic, defended by Butler. Jokic, no good. The Bulls leading by 12. Now the feed to McDermott. Butler, a screen on Fareed. Here's Gibson, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Augustin. Cannot hit. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Moore. Dives for it. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Outside Butler. Gibson the screen. 5 on the clock. Butler passes to Gibson. Dunleavy. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Harris is checked in for Barton. And it's Moutier in for Augustine.
And you know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Here's Fareed. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Dunleavy for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Dunleavy's got 9 points now in the quarter. Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Screen by Fareed. There's the pick. Feeds to Harris. Back to Fareed. Up off the screen. He takes it up and lays it in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
To the wing on the left. McDermott kicks to Dunleavy. For 3. The Bulls keep it alive. Dishes it to McDermott. 1:09 left to play in the final quarter. Looking for Gibson. He gets it there. Butler from outside. Denver grabs the miss.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bulls.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
No matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Dunleavy. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Now here's Moutier to the inside. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Butler from outside. Misses. And so Chicago takes this one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now he put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.